Hello, family. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. Guys, today is Wednesday, so we got the income for our yield max positions, and we also got paid from some of our other positions from Round Hill. So we are in pretty good shape. Now, I I'm not sure how much money we're gonna get paid this week, but of course, it's not going to be a lot because I sold out one of my positions that was already in the green where I wasn't losing any money. I sold out of that and put money into my core positions as I need to build back my core positions as I used to have before. I start adding more extreme high yield positions into my portfolio. Okay, guys. So with that said, I would like to say thanks to all of our new subscribers, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking the content. Remember, guys, if you're here for the first time, subscribe to the channel. If you find the content interesting, if you like the content, subscribe to the channel. My goal here is to motivate you guys to invest in your financial future. Okay? I'm 52 years old. I only do videos about my portfolio and my portfolio alone. I know I've been saying this for a long time that eventually we're going to have other people come on and have conversations about their portfolio, the investment style, all that stuff. But we just haven't gotten around to it yet. But I promise you guys, it is coming soon. And those will probably be mostly on Sunday. Okay. Um, those will probably be on Sunday or Saturday, but mostly on Sunday. Because Sunday we have Saturday we got our income review videos, and it's no problem putting two videos out on Saturday. I don't mind doing that. But all right, guys. So let's get down to business. Okay, let's get down to business because business today was decent. Okay, even though we see that some red, some green, some grayish, but today we did not lose any money, guys. You guys know this is one of the things that I like to focus on is us losing money, right? Because we are a dividend investor and we depend on income to grow our portfolio, pay our bills, to retire early, do all these different things. Okay, so when you see the day like this, well, the S&P 500 looks half and half or mostly reddish, and we end up not losing any money. For me, that is amazing, and I appreciate that. That tells me a lot of the changes I'm doing to my portfolio is doing good, and because today is Wednesday. A lot of the yield max positions that I would be paying this week and next week will be doing a lot of movement. Okay, guys. So as you can see, Apple, Berkshire Hathaway, Amazon, okay, in the red. Netflix, Costco, Home Depot, Waste Management also in the red. Now in the green, we have JP Morgan Chase, Tesla, Microsoft, Oracle, Google, Broadcom, Nvidia, CVS, X, and who else down here? Yeah. Okay. So you can see, guys. Okay, if you are an investor, you understand what I've been trying to show you and make you understand here. If you choose to invest outside of ETFs and stock, your other option would be to be or invest in crypto. Okay, I do have a very small crypto portfolio that I've been growing, and at some point I eliminated almost over half of my crypto portfolio and put that into my regular growth portfolio that increased income into my daughter's college tuition fund portfolio. Something I always add extra words to things to make it longer. And that portfolio will later move from uh, uh, Boys in the Hood, Robin Hood, to Fidelity because I wanted to have under one account with margins. Okay, and now I have one account with margins. My car account, which is in Charles Schwab, we're going to take a look at that later, is in Charles Schwab. Okay, uh, as you can see, crypto is doing okay today. It go up and down, right? Bitcoin is $113,000. Ethereum is $4,300. XRP almost at $3. Okay, BNB almost at $900. Okay, Solana was up in the last 24 hours 2.26%, 36%, and is down today in the last hour 0.50%. So have a percentage. and it's up $221,000. Okay, so you got Cardano, Bitcoin Cash, Avalanche, bunch of other stuff that I don't put my money into. That doesn't mean you can't put your money in there. Okay, because I don't put my money in there, don't mean you can't put your money in there. You can invest in whatever you choose to invest in because it's your money. My job here is to encourage you to invest and not to tell you what to invest in. I'll tell you what I invest in, but it's not financial advice. Okay? You just do what you want to do. So Bitcoin is the big fat guy over here. XRP is growing, is getting bigger. Ethereum is number two. Solana is working its way up, but it's still down the totem pole. Solana is 6. BNB is what? Can we make the move faster? I guess I have to close one to open the other one. Or it's just not opening up for me. Can I move it out the way? All right. Oh, there we go. So BNB is number 5, 223 billion market cap. Solano's number 6, $119 billion market cap. That is crazy. None of this stuff is going anywhere anytime soon. Okay, guys. So as you can see, we did decent today. The portfolio is okay. We did $12 and change during the regular hour, almost half a percentage. And after hours, we're up 0.04%. And the market is still going after hours. So that's good. At some point today, we were up almost $30 in the portfolio, but then that changes as the market goes. We're up $34, right? And the changes come back down, and then working our way back up after hours. So, but still, we end up the day in the green. I was able to purchase more positions into my portfolio. Nothing in this portfolio, but in my other portfolios. Okay. Now, in this portfolio here, right? As you guys can see, the market did change towards the end of the day. It kind of went back down a little bit, but it still was a positive, right? As we continue to fight back, right? We're at 16%, so we got almost 2% today. So we're 16.19% right now. That is not bad as we continue to fight back. And we have distributions coming into this portfolio on Friday, and we're just going to reinvest that distributions back into the portfolio, right? But not right away. We're going to hold on to it and wait and see what happens, how things. If the market go down, then we put that money back in there because next month we'll be collecting it again. I mean, last month was horrible. So being as the month is just starting over, the market just getting back on its feet. You got to be patient. Okay, guys. Guys, this is what I know. One of the guys left a comment today. Like I was saying in the comment, I hope you understand. When I try to say that over and over, check your portfolio, make it a habit, make it a part of your daily routine, because it is your life, right? If you planning to retire and pull money out of your portfolio, you want to know when it changes. I mean, being a dividend investor, I mean, you do get dips in the distributions, especially investing in these extreme high yield. Could the distribution fluctuate? That's why I always tell you guys to add your core positions. Don't wait. A lot of guys say, "Oh, I want to wait until I get to this number, then I'm going to add these positions." That is crazy. Don't do that, especially if you're not using margins. Add your core positions, right? And if you're going to throw a little money in there, little by little, and see that money grow from 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents, to where you get to $1, then $2, $5. Guys, do it. Don't wait until, well, I need to get $10,000 coming in or $5,000 coming in. Then I'm going to take money and start putting it into my core position. Don't do that. I don't recommend that, okay? Like I said, it's not financial advice, but I don't recommend that. If you want to invest, if you find the positions that you think is good for you, right? Purchase it. Especially if you investing like Charles Schwab and stuff like that, you can't really do fractional share. So if you say, well, I want to wait until I save up a couple $100 to buy 3 or 4 positions, buy a share, then yeah, it makes sense. But if you investing in Robinhood, or if you're American, investing in Robinhood or Moomoo, or what's the other app? Fidelity. I mean, there's so many different things out there you can invest with. If you're using those, you can buy. All you need is $1 to buy a position to have that in your portfolio. right? And then when you get those dividends, especially if you're not adding money to your portfolio to reinvest anymore from your own income, then I mean, why not build that positions up? Because if you're getting 50 or 100% from something else and your little core position is 5 or 10%, yes, build that position up as you're building your other positions. Don't wait, because when you get to that point, that's why I always say, if you're gonna do that, then you need 3 times on how much money you need to retire, because that income fluctuates. So if you get them 3 times, then you can take one of those 3 times and invest it into your other position. But you never know how the market can change, right? This thing, they cut the rate. One day it can pay $7, the next day it can pay $3. One day it can pay 244 like we got today from PLTY, and then next month it might pay $7. So you have no idea. It just depends on the market. So I would say, if you're gonna do that, just be mindful, that things can change. Okay. Now this thing, I did update this thing. It updated itself, but it didn't. It's not showing the updated number. So I don't know. Um, I like this app. If you need to purchase this app or try, there's a link in the bios, in the description, that you can click on and use this app. Um, it is pretty good. It have a lot of different options in there. I don't even think I've used 25% of all of the capabilities that comes along with this app. Okay. And as you can see in my big boy account, we still at $25,000 in distributions. Like I said, if I can generate 25 grand this month plus, or even 20 to 25 grand this month, I'm winning, because that will allow me to reinvest about 20, not 20, about 10 to $15,000 back into the portfolio, or just let it sit there as a buffer, right? And of course, you guys know I pull anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 a month out of my portfolio to pay off my credit card and to pay off some debts. Okay, and this month I didn't pay off the credit card. I only pay $1,000 on the credit card, because I'm trying to, manage this buffer. But as the month goes on, if things work out, we get more money into the portfolio, I can use the money for something else. You know, I say it all the time. I'm a retiree in practice. I'm practicing being retired. Okay, because when the income stops coming in, there's no money coming in. I can't collect Social Security. I think until I'm 62. I think that's the early I can get up to 80%. And once I get to that age, I'm gonna take that. Okay, I'm not waiting, because that would be my Lambo fund. Okay, if I can get 62, Social Security at 62, I'm gonna take it. I'm not waiting. Why wait? I'm just gonna take it and use the money for whatever. Take care of my grandkids, take care of my grown kids, do whatever I want to do. But I will not be dependent on that money. So why not just use it and bless your family with it, or continue to reinvest that money into other things, so when you gone, they have something that they can go back on. Okay, guys. So you do what you want to do. That's your business. All right. And like I said, in this portfolio, we're going to track and really 3 things in this account: cash management account, Robinhood, and charge. Cash management account, Robinhood, and Fidelity. Okay, those are the 3 accounts we're tracking here. Um, and you can see this thing is, like I said, I need to add some money in here. So either I'll do that this month, right? I'll probably throw about a couple $1,000s in here, or close, to bring this up to about $3,000. So if I can throw, oh, this is actually income. I'm looking at the wrong thing. This is the income, y'all. I'm tripping. We got about 2,000 some dollars in the portfolio. So if I can throw about $1,400 in here, that would get us to $4,000 invested right now into the portfolio, um, and that would help us bring in more income, right? We got $2,600 in here, and that $2,600 is generating estimated 140 something dollars a month. Okay, $148 a month. That is not bad. Okay, this is almost somebody's salary in Colombia for the entire month. So if we can get this up to another $100, that's somebody's salary. And some people make this amount right here, depending on what kind of job they do. If they're street vendors, or working a regular job as a housekeeper or something like that. Some people not making a lot of money. Okay, so this is some of the stuff we're trying to get to. And as I continue to build this up, this money is to pay my daughter's tuition. Okay, so we still got a lot of ways to go in this portfolio. I was hoping, I was like, by the end of this year, I should have at least about $20,000 in this portfolio, but of course that hasn't happened. So if we can get it to 5 grand or 6 grand invested into this portfolio, I think that would be a win for me, because this portfolio already been rebalanced to where we have removed not all the risk, but a lot of the risk out of the portfolio. Um, but there's, this is stock market, so you already can say, oh, remove off the risk. There's still risk there, but it's a work in progress. Okay, as I was saying, in my core position, let's go to cash management portfolio, because this cash management portfolio is my daily. It's gonna be my daily living portfolio, right? Because my investment portfolio, the Boys in the Hood portfolio, my Fidelity account, my big boy account, my Fidelity account, that account basically will be feeding these other two accounts to a point, right? And once my daughter tuition account gets to where it's enough to cover her tuition, which is about 20 grand a year, once it gets to that point, then I'm done, right? I'm just gonna just let the money come in and sit in there as buffer until we need to pay tuition. We'll pay tuition. If we need to buy more, we buy more. But I always have my core positions that I put those funds into, that is very stable, that paying anywhere from 5% to about 20%, right? Those are my core position. And you guys know I don't have one or two, right? If you look right here, you can see there's 19 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 29, right? 20, that's 31, 32, 33, 34, okay? 35. So there's about 35, 36 positions in there in this my cash management account. And I'm still adding positions to these accounts, right? Because my style of investing is spread the risk, right? Spread the risk and collect income from different positions, right? Collect income from different positions. Before I added all of this crazy high yield position to my portfolio, I was just generating $24,000 a year. It's been a year ago, right? And I started to add more extreme high yield positions to my portfolio because of my daughter going to college, and without scholarships and all that stuff, and of course make too much money for her to get student loan. It was no brainer, right? So, and trying to pay her tuition also. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Take care of these kids. At some point they appreciate it, at some point they don't. But this is my cash management portfolio. This is my daily living portfolio. Right now we're there at $69 a month. Okay, that is not a lot for some people, but this portfolio is still brand spanking new. Okay, the portfolio is still brand spanking new. So, if I can continue to add, or maybe get this to about 5 grand by the end of this year in this portfolio, we're winning. Okay, so between these two portfolios, this thing says 2,000. I don't know why it says 2,000. I only added 1,000 in there, and it's showing 2,000. So I'm not sure what's going on. At some point, it should update and fix that. But and it's showing 2,000 in my other tracker also. So I don't, in my div tracker is showing that um, it's showing that I have in my cash management account. Let me check it again. It showed that I have $2,000 in there. Now it's showing the right thing. I guess it just needed to update. But this sucker here having it's still showing that I have the value of the portfolio. This is a new portfolio, so you can say, well, you have stuff in there before. But the tracker is doing what the tracker does. Okay. So if I go to my cash management portfolio, right, and let me move this over so you guys can see. This is my div tracker portfolio right there. As you can see, it's showing the value of the portfolio, the cost basis. So I'm still down, like $27, but it's not bad because we have distributions coming to the portfolio this week and this weekend. So we got money coming to the portfolio. It might not be a lot, but it's a few dollars coming into the portfolio. And then next month, we're going to do what we can to add more. Okay. So I like to share stuff with you guys. So okay, I'm very transparent. Um, you know, you sometimes you follow other uh, YouTubers and they do things to the portfolio, but because they don't make videos every day, they might make videos on their portfolio once a month. So you don't know what they've done to the portfolio, and then the next month you see that they have sold everything out of the portfolio, and you're like, why did he sell everything out of the portfolio? Or why did she sell everything out of her portfolio? Because our mind function differently, right? If I see something, I might drag it along for a minute, and somebody else will be like, no, I got to sell out of that. It's not performing properly. I'm going to sell out. If it's $5,000 loss, whatever, we'll take the loss and keep it moving. Okay, everybody's not like me, so that's why I do videos every day, because my job here is to motivate you guys. Whether you scare you straight or whatever, my job here is to motivate you guys to invest in yourself and in your financial future. Okay, so as you can see, this thing is showing. This is my cash management portfolio. So this thing is showing $3,000. Okay, it's showing that I have $3,000 invested. I want to put one. So I don't know why it's showing multiple thousands in there. Um, and if that was there, okay, there you go. It updated and it fixed it. All right. Because I was like, why would it be showing that? But you can see the income went down a little bit. Um, man, these apps. I guess that's what I pay for being. I get for being lazy and not using spreadsheets. No hate on the spreadsheets. Spreadsheets, guys. You guys are killing it. Okay. So, like another day that the portfolio. Okay, that truck. It's too late to pause the video. Another day on the portfolio with a lot of changes to the portfolio. As you guys can see, the income overall value of the portfolio is going down. Uh, the distributions, the negative distributions, is going down. So it's all work in progress, guys. Work in progress. I'm trying my best, okay? But sometimes, like, man, do I sell? Do I hold? Do I sell? And having that hope that it might just come back and you might not be able to, you might not lose $50,000. That's the hope that I keep giving me, and I keep the thing keep going down. So, but guys, the income, we're income investors. I invest for money, right? Income so I can live now. I'm 51, 52 years old, so I'm investing for income so I can live now. We got $30,000 here estimated. We already collected $1,700. Um, I'm not sure we're gonna be able to make that 30 grand. But like I said, if we do 25, that's still good. If we do 20, that's still good, right? Um, we have $3,700 already into the portfolio. This week, I have no idea how much money is going to come. We're going to figure that out on Friday, and then we're going to go from there. Seems like all these loud motorcycles is passing by today. So not much change from yesterday. 9.2 is looking at went down a little bit. In 10 years and 5 years, about 2 million. So it's still a lot of money. Okay, still a lot of money estimated to come to the portfolio, guys. Remember, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm here to motivate you. So if you have any questions, shoot me a message in comment. Excuse me, or you can join the Discord and you can comment in the Discord. You can reach me directly, and we go from there. Okay. So I hope if I clear up any misunderstanding about paying attention to your portfolio, like I said, pay attention to your portfolio. It's your money. Okay, it's your money, because even if you hire a third party to manage your money, you're not really paying attention to your portfolio. They're putting your funds in different things that they might be getting kickback on, right? And that's it. And they hope you do well, right? They might have you in 4%, 3% things, bonds and stuff like that. But I'm not selling nothing. So you can say, "Oh, Edwin, you do." No, I'm not selling nothing except for my time. If you need my time to have conversations one-on-one, you got to pay. Other than that, this is what it is. Okay, guys, have a blessed day, right? And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace out.